All right, guys, it looks like we got a BTC Spot ETF approved. Let me read off a little bit of the article. It says the SEC said it has approved proposals for spot Bitcoin ETFs on an accelerated basis. It says the SEC said it has approved, reading into the article, SEC said it has approved proposals for 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs. Trading is likely to start tomorrow. So that's pretty bullish, right? They get to start trading tomorrow. And then it says the Securities Exchange Commission said it has approved proposals for 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs on an accelerated basis in a document that was uploaded to the SEC website and now goes to a 404 error. So it looks like the website is having trouble, but it looks like they approved it. So that's pretty bullish for the crypto space. I think the price is really not reacting because I think since we had that whole fiasco with the tweet yesterday with the SEC, people are probably not as inclined to buy right now. But I think if you give it some time, let it settle in, I think in the next month or so, you'll see a lot of demand for Bitcoin. Now, the real play, in my opinion, is Ethereum, because Ethereum's a lot cheaper than Bitcoin, and I think it's next to get approved for the ETF. So, yeah, and like I said, it's way cheaper. So I think retail traders are gonna pour into that more than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's sitting at 45,000. It's gonna be hard for the average person to double their money. So yeah, but this is exciting. I just wanted to come on and talk about it for a little bit and see what the price does. Let's see what the price is doing right now. And sorry, I have my hat. I'm about to go get a haircut. So I'll probably be out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, so it doesn't look like the price is reacting. And I don't, like I said, trading will start tomorrow. So if the price goes up right now, it's because of retail traders. It's not going to be because of somebody, like it's not going to be because of like BlackRock or anybody that got approved for the ETF buying right now, because it's not live. Like the ETF is not live. And I found out how to see my comments. So we don't have anybody on now, but if I end up getting comments, I'll be able to see them, hopefully. I think. Yeah, I think I figured it out. There's like a little comment section to the side. You just have to click it. But let's see what prices are doing. So it looks like Ethereum's up 10%. So like I said, I think Ethereum's the play. I think people are going to be going into Ethereum. I think that's the more likely play. Now, I believe BlackRock has already applied for a Ethereum spot ETF, and that the decision on that is set for May. So we got approved for the Bitcoin for 11 ETFs. I think most likely, unless they come out with some stuff about the smart contracts and how it's proof of, I think it's proof of service now. It's POS. Unless they get on that and they say something about that, I think it's going to get approved. Now, it took, well, what I think is going to help is the fact that they're going to see how the ETF for Bitcoin does, and then they'll go off of that. So if this does good and there's no market manipulation, there's no funny stuff, I think it's very likely that the Ethereum ETF will get approved in May. So that'll be good for the market as well. This is going to be a real good bull market, in my opinion. Let's see. Just looking at the price. Yeah, Ethereum's going up. A lot of the ERC tokens associated to Ethereum are going up, and Bitcoin is just standing still. Let's look at the news. Let's see if anything came out on the news. It said accelerated basis. So I'm not sure what that means. Unless they got hacked. Hopefully they didn't get hacked again. Because if they got hacked again, that'd be crazy. But so I could go over the list. Bitwise, Grayscale, Hashdeck, BlackRock, Valkyrie, BCX, Invesco, VanEck, WisdomTree, Fidelity, and Franklin are the ETFs that got approved, if you were wondering. Now, what they were saying earlier is that the ETFs were, like the people that own the ETFs or filed for the application, they were having a fee war. They were cutting their fees because I think they started off like at 0.4 or 0.5. Now I think the fees are all the way down to 0.2 to 0.3. I don't have the chart, but I was looking at a video earlier, and that's what they were saying. Okay, I see it right here. It says, prior to the approval, the ETF applicants have been waging a war for who can offer the lowest fees. Bitwise went the lowest with 0 fees for the first 6 months or until $1 billion of assets, and 0.2% afterward, which is lowered from 0.24%. So they were 0.24%, they lowered it down to 0.2. Just days before, BlackRock maintained its offering of a discounted 0.2% for the first 12 months or until the fund hits $5 billion in assets, and 0.3% from then on. Other fees range up to 1.5% and the highest. At the highest, 1.5% at the highest. Yeah, so whoever has it at 1.5% is not going to get any business if BlackRock's offering 0.2% for the first 12 months. And obviously they're going to increase that, as time goes on. But right now they're just trying to get people on board. So they're trying to, push out the lowest fees. Like these exchanges, like Robinhood, they're like, oh, zero trading, $0 to make a trade. And then they slowly start increasing. I don't know if Robinhood charges fees now to trade, but they usually mess with the bid and ask, and they're like, oh, we offer 0%, but then they mess with the bid and ask, and they're overcharging you for the stock, and that's how they make their money. So you got to be careful with that stuff, but either way, it's very bullish for the market. This is the start of the bull run. It's very bullish. And again, I think if you are an investor, I think the play here is to look at the Ethereum tokens and then Ethereum itself, because Ethereum's at 2,500. I think that's a lot more manageable for the average person opposed to 45,000. Now, if you got big money, I wouldn't. I think Bitcoin would be definitely a good investment, but you got to look at it like if you don't have more than $45,000 and you can only buy, maybe if you could buy like half of one, it'll make sense. But I think anything lower than a half is just, you might as well just go into Ethereum. I think Bitcoin will get, now that we have a spot BTC ETF approved, I think we'll get all the way up to maybe 150 this bull market. And then Ethereum, if it gets approved, it will probably go past 10. And I think in the future it'll be like 25,000. But I think this bull run anywhere from 10 to 15. On the low end, maybe 8 to 9,000. So, yeah, very, very bullish. All right, let's see. Let's look at the prices. Ethereum's coming down a little bit. It looks like BTC's picking up a little bit. So we'll see. See what's going on here. All right. I'm just looking at the other altcoins and seeing what's going on. It looks like the layer 2s, like Arbitrum, Optimism, they're doing pretty good. The Ethereum, the Bitcoin forks like Litecoin, Dash. I'm not sure if Monero is a fork of Bitcoin, but they're doing pretty good. They're picking up. I think the whole market's up right now. Everybody's bullish. But yeah, I made 2 videos on this. So earlier or yesterday, And I just wanted to come on today to talk about how it got approved and what's next. What's next is they'll start trading tomorrow, and there's some money will get on, mind you. So they're gonna buy Bitcoin and then they're gonna store it, and then they'll make basically like paper representation of Bitcoin so people could buy the ETF shares. Essentially, that's how that works. So, it's gonna be a pump, but then after that, I think the price is gonna settle down, and then the light bulb's gonna go on, and people are gonna be like, oh, okay, well, if they approve the BTC the ETF, they're going to approve the Ethereum ETF. So people are going to run over to Ethereum. That might take a week for it to click in people's head, but you're going to see a spike in Ethereum. And I think we'll get like an altcoin rally, and then from there we get the halvening. So that's going to be in April. So yeah, very bullish. But yeah, I got to go out. I got to get a haircut. If you guys watch this later, it's going to be here for you guys to replay. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.